secret diary. I'm sorry my Sublime text stopped responding, and as you know I'm gonna be using Sublime text. It's gonna be like a secret diary. The end result is gonna be something like this. Let me actually show you. It's gonna be something like this. Now what do you have, if you enter any gibberish and press this button, it will show me incorrect password. But if I type the correct password, that's password 123. I've just kept a very simple and a silly password. What was the password? Let me see. I don't remember. Yeah, and then it will show us the secret. Now here's the thing. I've made this program in such a way that it is very easily customizable. So if you really pay a lot of attention in this tutorial and grab a lot of stuff from this, then you will be able to modify this code. I will give you some suggestions on what you can do, but you can just do something. But you can also keep the code safe. So that further ado, let's get right into it. So tkinter is a very important module of Python. It is like a GUI. It is used to create a lot of GUI applications, so it's pretty important. So it comes as a built-in module, so we just import tkinter as tk. Now you can see that I have imported tkinter as tk. This is because it's very irritating to type out tkinter every time we are creating some sort of an object. So that's why we import it as tk. Now let's just run the program once. If you see like something like this or program finishes with exit code 0, then it means it's perfectly working. Now I'm telling you this because many times what happens is a lot of people, they when the place where tkinter is stored, which is normally as program files x86, many a times it's not stored over there and it's stored in some other location, so it does not work and they get like it is not recognized as a percentage module is 1win32 application. That's what some people get. So just try it out. Now we are also going to be importing a module named pill. It's like a short form of the module pillow, and just image, and from that we are just going to be taking this image grab. Now this does not come as a built-in module of Python. You have to go over here, type out cmd, open up your command prompt, and now you just type out pip, and it will show you some sort of stuff like this. If it shows you something like this, then your pip is working, like pip debug, pip help, and all of that stuff. Then what you have to do is type out pip install pill, or you can type out pip install pillow. It will surely work. But if it does not work, then you can just go to your Internet Explorer and search for pypi, and over there just search for the pillow download, or you can also download it from there. I would not recommend that because many times the file is corrupt and it won't work. So I won't recommend you doing that, but just try it out. So now that we have imported all the stuff, let's actually create our first window. So all you have to do is type out root equals to tk.tk. Basically the root is like a place on which we will place all the canvas, the frame, which we will talk about later, and the buttons and all of that stuff later. So now we actually have to create a main loop. So just about root.main loop. Now this is because, like, if you have seen my total module tutorial, then you would be knowing that you have to create loops, otherwise Python will just execute all of this command in like not even a second and the code will exit. So you will have to put a main loop over here. Now after that, let's actually let's actually just run the program and show you what exactly happens. You will notice that we get this window. Just a second. Let's actually show you in here. Now you can see we get this little window. Now it's so small. Or if you see right over here, we have created a window of dimensions of 500 by 600. This is not even like, this is like 200. We want a really big window. So let's actually, I'm just gonna be creating two dimensions, height 500 by width 600, and let's just put as variable dimensions. I'm just gonna be creating this little comment just to specify that they are like variables of the dimensions of the root. But still, if you run the program, you are gonna get this really little window, which we obviously don't want. We want a good and big window. So how do we do that? It's pretty simple. We have to create a canvas. So just type out canvas equals to tk.canvas, and the canvas should be with a capital C. And now I have put this as tk because I have imported tkinter as tk, as you can see over here. Now if you would have imported it as t or k, most people don't do it like that, or you have not done like this, then you will have to type out tkinter over here and tkinter over here and tkinter over here. That's why I did it like this. Let's get a height and a width of width. This is pretty standard. We have just taken this height, and this is the attribute of height, this is the attribute of width, and let's give it a height. And we have to specify one last thing, that it's gonna be in the root. And now actually let's just run the program. You will notice that still the window is the same. Why? We have created the canvas, but we have not made any means to place the canvas. So all we have to do is just type out canvas dot path, and now we get a big canvas. Awesome. But if you can see right away in the finished result, like the canvas as a background, we are gonna be doing that in the last, but you can see there is like a sort of a border over here, and the entry is not exactly in the canvas. It's in a frame which is placed inside the canvas. So now let's do that. Let me just create a comment over here. Creating the canvas. And now let's just type out making the frame. Now I just want to tell you something. If you run this program over here, I want to show you something. Now you can see we have a border over here and we have a border over here. So that means that there are two different frames in this, which you can see right over here. This is the first frame and this is the second frame. That's why we are going to be creating two separate frames. Now that's what I would, and now you can see that let's just create the frame. Let's do frame equals to, now the syntax is pretty much same. Like it's just like frame as a variable and frame with a capital F. It's gonna be in the root. Yes, it has to be in the root because canvas, like it's like a typical thing of tkinter. It has to be in the root. We give it a PD of 5. This is just the border of the frame, and give it a PG of, let's just say, sky blue. It's my favorite color. That's why. You can play around with it. Again, you can give it any hexadecimal value, but I'm gonna go with sky blue because it is like applicable as a color in tkinter. So we are gonna be using sky blue like that. And now you might be thinking we are gonna be packing the frame. No, we are gonna be placing the frame. Now there are like 3 different attributes of to place anything in the tkinter module. That is pack, place, and grid. I'm not going to be going into grid because it's not something you would ever use. If you have pack or place, then you will be easily able to do all the stuff. Now as you can see over here, we have made some, rel x, rel y, rel width, rel height, and anchor. Now I'm just gonna be copy pasting some of these values because I've already played around with them and I exactly know where these values are now. Now let's actually explain you. Now, this is like measured in sort of like where exactly this is gonna be placed. So 1 means entirely, if it's rel x of 1, then you will see it like at the very corner of the right, and the rel y is gonna be like the top to bottom. The rel width will specify the width, and the rel height will specify the height. Pretty standard. Let me just get this. And anchor will tell us where exactly it's gonna be. Like if anchor S, then it's gonna be at the bottom, anchor N at the top, and like that. So if we just run the program, we will see this. Now you might be thinking where exactly is the border. Now we will see that when we place the text box and the button. The text box is called the entry, and the button. So actually, when we place that, you will clearly see a boundary. So first, let's create let's create a entry equals to tk dot entry. It's gonna be in the frame because we don't want the entry to be in the root. The entry has to be in the frame, and we are also gonna be given a font of, let's just say 40, because we don't want the entry to be the text in the entry to be really small. And also what we can give it a background color of the entry, but in the foreground color of the entry, I am not personally gonna give it any background or foreground because I don't really like it, and like we don't want the entry to be looking like really funky or that. Like as you can see over here, we already I'm having a background image. That's why I don't really wanna put all of that stuff in there. So I'm just gonna be placing the entry to entry dot place. Let's just give it a rel width of something like 0.65 and the rel height as 1. Now you might be saying, why am I not giving him any rel x or rel y? If you see over here, the entry is like placed right over here, and it's like the button is there, but the entry just has to be having a rel width of, what did I do? Yeah, the rel what I would say, what was I saying? Yeah, the rel width is only have to be specified because we want the entry to be at the top and also at the leftmost corner. So that's why there is no need to put the rel x and rel y. So as you can see over here, you can type anything, whatever you wanna, just type out anything. But again, it's not complete, we need the button, so let's do that now. Let's just create another variable of button equals to tk dot button. Now you can see just see that all of this is like really similar syntax, like creating the canvas, creating the frame, creating the entry, creating the button. That's why tkinter is like really basic, and like any person can do it. If you really want to go into like the depths of GUI applications, I would recommend that you also learn PyQt5. It's like another library, or if you can also learn something like Kiwi. It's like not very into graphical user interfaces, but I would really recommend you check out Kiwi. And again, we want the button to be in the frame, and what we have to give some text to the button. I'm just gonna be giving it something like get secrets. Let me see what I have given it over here. What text? Yeah, get secrets. Okay, let's just give it a get secrets, and let's just place the button dot place. Let's just give it a rel x of something like 0, rel x of 0.7, rel height of 1. Let's just run the program. You can see the button is pretty small, and let's just give it a rel width of Let's just say 0.35. It's pretty big. 3.33. Now you have to obviously play around with these values. You just can't get it like right in your first attempt. Now I got it correct because it's like you just have to play around with them. You cannot. You have to play like 0.5, 0.4, and that's why. Now I'm just gonna be creating a bunch of comments over here. Now comments are very important, so you can if you are reading your code after a year, then you understand what you have written. Creating the entry and making the button. Now here's the thing, we actually have to create that lower frame and the label. I will explain to you what exactly a label is, but now let's just do that, and then we will talk about giving the button the function and all of that really cool stuff. So let's just do it, and let's just say making the lower frame, and let's just do the standard stuff. Lower underscore frame equals to tk dot frame, and let's just create it's gonna be in the root. It's gonna be having a bg of sky blue, and it's gonna be having a border that's bg of 5. You can obviously play around, give it a border of 10, 15, 20, whatever you want. And let's just say lower underscore frame dot place, and let's just give it a light. I'm just gonna be copy pasting some of the dimensions because I have already played around, as I repeated. Now again, I'm just giving it a red x of 0.5, red by 0.25, red width of 0.75, red light of 0.6, and I'm going. Let's just run the program. We have the frame, but obviously in the finished result we had a white sort of a label. So let's create the label now. It's pretty important. So let's just say making the label, and the super standard stuff, tk dot label. It's gonna be in the lower frame, and what else do we want? Not anything. And let's just do label dot pack. I think let's just try it out pack. No, we have to create it. So let's do it. Label dot place. It's gonna be having a rel width of 1 and a light of 1, and there we go. We have this. We have the label. We have the button. Obviously, the button does not do anything. There is nothing displayed on the label, but we will get to that later. So now, actually, let's just give the button a function and let's just make the GUI work. So let's just create a variable called secret underscore word equals to. Now I'm just gonna be keeping it as password 123. Now this is gonna be case sensitive, so you cannot keep the P capital, and then if you when you are entering the password, then if you create a small p, no, it won't work. So I would recommend that you check out what exactly password do you want, and if you are keeping the password, then make it like it is case sensitive. So and now let's actually do. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult. If you are a beginner, you might stumble a little bit on this, but don't worry. We are going to be creating a function called def get secret, and it's going to be passed a variable of value of entry. And now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be typing out what do we type? Yeah, if entry equals to secret underscore word, then what we want to do is type out label and text. And do we have to put an equals to over here? I think not. And I also have to do one more thing. Let me just check it out over here. Sometimes forget it. Yeah, we have to put an equals to. And let's just put out here are your secrets. Now you can over here you have to put your actual secrets and not this. Now I don't have any secrets right now, and so I'm just gonna be typing out here are your secrets. Now over here you can just type out that will like this and that, whatever your secret is. So else what we wanna do is we wanna label text is equal to incorrect password if I can spell that correctly, and let's just put exclamation marks. And now here's the thing, let's actually run the function, run the program. Nothing happens. Why? We haven't called the function, obviously. Now here's the thing, you cannot call a function of like this in tkinter normally. What you have to do is you have to assign a lambda expression to the button. Now that sounds a little bit scary, but don't worry, it's really simple. You have to type out command. That's a command that we are going to be giving to the button. Now this is a little bit complicated, so you won't really understand what I'm doing, but just bear with me. I will type this entire thing out and then let me just explain you. Lambda get secret entry dot get. Now I know most of you did not understand what we have done this. Basically I've just called the function get secret and then I've just passed the parameter entry, and we have to type this get and parentheses. It's important. This is run the program. Type out any gibberish. Incorrect password. Let's enter the correct password. Password 123. Get secrets. Yeah, secrets. So it works. Now just a good practice. I'm just gonna be printing out something like yes, because there are a chance that if sometimes your code does not work, so just make a little print statement. So you can, if your code does not work, then you at least can get what exactly is printing out. That's why. Now what else you can do is that you can also turn this statement into an elif. And oh yeah, sorry. You have to give it as an I forgot that. Now what else also you can do is you can just go right over here and create another variable called guess underscore limit, guess count, and we are gonna be keeping it as 1 and yeah 0. And what else we can do is just over here we can type out guess count plus equals to 1, and then what we can do is just create like an if statement. If guess count equals to like 3, then what we want to do is we just want to break out. It's gonna throw me an error. Yeah, break is outside the loop, but like we can do it. Now I'm like, for that all I have to do is just change this if statement and make some slight variations, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep it like an infinite thing, but that's what I was just giving you sort of an idea what you can do. Now let's actually implement the background image. So right over here. Now mostly you are going to be needing the pill module. Try it out without this. I was thinking that I think you can do it without the pill module, but I might be wrong. So let's try it out by yourself. So yeah, what I will do is
one challenge.
No. Sorry guys. So let me just continue. So let's actually create the background image. So this is the entire code. Now I think I have removed that the file from the. So I'm just gonna be checking it out. Now you require a PNG image. You cannot use a JPEG image. I think most of you would be doing that. Yeah, this is that. Oh wait, why did that? Why did that? Where is the? Yeah. Now, as you can see, I have it over here. So, what you have to do is just go to the internet, search for cool background images.png, and you have to, have it of the dimensions of height 500 and width 600. It's okay if it's bigger, but just don't get a smaller one because otherwise it won't be seen. And if you are using PyCharm, then it will be a little bit of a pain to get it inside. But don't worry, you will do it. It's easy. Now I'm just gonna be copy pasting this code because it's literally the same that what we did over here. We are just creating a label and I'm just too lazy to type out it. Let's just go right here, paste it, and let's just make a comment of making the background image. And now this is like a 50-line code, not too long, but if you are beginner, then this is gonna be a little bit complicated for you to get done. But don't worry, it's like really easy and awesome. Let's just run the program and ready to be up. But as you can see over there, we also had another label. So yeah, this little label over here. Now I wanna challenge you that you make this label by yourself. Just play around with those values, get it right. Yeah. So okay, but I'm gonna be doing it for you. Just like that. So label 2 equals to tk dot label. We are gonna be putting in the root. And it's gonna be having a text of my diary, and let's just say label to dot place. Let's just give it a rel. I'm just gonna be copy pasting that stuff and do list. So rel height and the width of 1 and 1. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I understand. What I had to do is I had to create another frame because here's the thing. We have created this background image and what happens is that, which as it's placed in the root, the rel height and rel width of 1 will be like large. So let's, now we have to create another frame. I forgot to do that. Making the title label, and over here I'm just gonna be giving it a BG and a BD. So a BG of something like black and a BD of something like white. And now let's just create the third frame, making the title frame, and let's just say frame 3 equals to tk dot frame, and it's gonna be having a BG of sky blue and a BD of 5. What else do we need? Oh yeah, that's important. It's gonna be in the root. And frame 3 dot place, which let's just give it a rel-x of 0.5 1.5 and a let's just give it a relax of 7.5. See where it's coming. Bad screen distance wide. What happens? Oh, it's gonna be having a FG of white, and it's gonna be having a BD of 5. I don't know why. Oh, what is it? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, this much. And it's gonna be in the frame 3. Let's actually replace the frame. Let me see the dimensions. Oh, it's even 3. I have to place a little bit below. And we have highlighted it over here. Type out anything. Input password. Type out the actual password. What was the password? Oh, pretty strong. Yes. Now that's why, as I told you, it's easily customizable. You can just customize this entire thing however you want. Now I'm just gonna be creating some, really last comments, functions, and let's just say making the root, and what else? Yeah. Making the main loop, and there we go. That's it. All secret diary. Now this video also took a long time to shoot. A lot of hard work was taken into this video. So if you liked it, please take a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a huge help to me, and I will surely gonna be making a lot of tutorials like this. And the next video I'm gonna be putting out is gonna be creating websites in Python. I'm gonna be teaching you one of the core modules of Python, which is Flask. And it's gonna be absolutely awesome. So if you wanna get notified when it's out, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Until the next time we meet. Bye bye.